So, hey, you guys. So, welcome back to the Weird Black Girls podcast. I am Shania, and this is where I bring other weird Black girls as they come on here to tell their stories on what it's like to grow up weird and alternative in a judgmental society. So, today is a little bit different. I am doing a solo episode. And the reason why I wanted to do that was because I just wanted you guys to get to know me as a person. I know most of you have been following me for a while, like on Instagram and TikTok, and a little bit on YouTube. But for those who are new, who have been subscribing to the channel, I thank you so much for subscribing, and I really do appreciate y'all. So to get to know me, so I am Shania Anderson. I just turned 30 this year. And I just wanted to try something basically new, something that's completely outside of my comfort zone, right? I'm an introverted Black girl, and I just wanted to do something more with my community of other alternative weird Black girls. I just wanted to do something more. I talk about on my TikTok what it's like for me to grow up as a weird Black girl, and I'm just like, there's so many other people who have their own types of stories, and I just wanted to bring it onto here so you guys can hear what it's like from another person's perspective. And so far, it's definitely been a great response. I'm definitely so happy with everything that's been coming together with the podcast and whatnot, and everyone relating to one another, and to really show that you aren't alone in this world, in this process. So I'm just sitting here rambling. So I just wanted to do my own episode for you guys to get to know me. So for me growing up, when did I realize I didn't fit in? Honestly, it really started when I was in middle school. I talked about this on my TikTok as well. So it started when I was in middle school, and I like expressing myself in different types of ways. Everyone was wearing, Hollister, Abercrombie and Fitch, Justice, that popular preteen store that was really popular in the early 2000s. Everyone was, wearing stuff like that, and I was different. I was the one going to Hot Topic. I was the one going to Hot Topic and Spencer's, right, to get like, my accessories and clothes or whatnot, right? And my favorite thing to wear was basically the fingerless gloves that you see Avril Lavigne wear, Demi Lovato, Fifi Dobson, all those amazing people, right? And that was my thing. I was wearing like, one with the stripes and then one that's see-through with mesh. That was like my statement piece, with all of my outfits, right? So, with me doing that, I love expressing myself in that type of way. And of course, I would sometimes get, stares, and I had a friend of mine basically say that, "Why do you wear that all the time? Like, it looks absolutely stupid on you." And I'm just like, "What do you mean?" Like, for me with the gloves, like, it was just something that could make me stand out because I didn't want to be like everybody else. I wanted to, express myself in my own type of way. And I was just doing that early on while everyone else was wearing what was popular at that time. So when she said that to me, and I consider her a very close friend of mine. So when she said that to me, it struck me so hard. It struck me so hard because, I consider her my best friend. We would do everything together. I valued her opinion on a lot of things. So when she said that to me, I was just like in utter shock. I'm like, really? You really think that's stupid? Are you serious? And that day, it just changed something in me. I basically stopped wearing it after that because it's like, dang, like if you thought it was stupid, I just wonder what everyone else was thinking? And even it came down to listening to, pop music and rock music as well. I was starting to get made fun of for listening to that type of music because, when, you hear rock music, pop music, people always associate that with white people music. They'd be like, "Why you listen to that white people stuff? Like, you're black. What are you doing? You're weird." At the same time, I was just like, "Why does it even matter? Like, music is music. If it sounds good, Imma listen to it, you know?" But, with me being in middle school and things like that, I was still learning about myself and, dealing with, the common insecurities of what comes with, being at that age. So, pretty much after that, I just kinda stopped listening to rock music and pop music, things like that, and started listening to what everyone else was listening to. I started wearing what everyone else was listening to because it just got so tiring having to stand out so much all the time and people side eyeing you, whispering about you, people calling you a sellout and things of whatnot, Oreo, whitewashed, weird. And I was able to handle it, but I could only handle so much. Like, I just got tired of it because I was dealing with that in middle school and then it went over to high school as well. That was a lot on me. That was a lot on my confidence, like hearing that constantly in your ear all the time. And then you're having friends that are basically saying the same thing. And it's just like, I couldn't live my life for real. I really couldn't. I seriously could not live my life. So, and even when I was going to Hot Topic, they'd be like, "Why you going in there? Like, that's freaking what call it was seriously calling Hot Topic like devil worship, a devil worship store." And I'm just like, "It's not. It's not." Like, I hate when people say that to me. I really did because everyone else was, going to Hollister, Abercrombie& and Fitch, Justice, Claire's, and my favorite thing was going to Hot Topic. So I'm just like, I guess I'll just stop going to Hot Topic too because I just got tired of people being in my face and basically telling me what I'm doing is wrong. And I just wanted to start fitting in because I just got tired of I just got tired of the BS in my ear, literally. So that's that. And that goes into the second thing. What did I change about myself just to feel accepted? So I just basically got tired of the peer pressure and started changing what I wore, what I listened to. But honestly, when it came to music, I was listening to what I wanted to listen to in secret. So I would have my headphones on, right? And I was listening to Fifi Dobson, Avril Lavigne, like 3 Days Grace, Green Day, like listening to them, right? But on my own time, like in my room, in my headphones, all of that. But in public, when we were playing music, like on the speaker, I was listening to, what everyone else was listening to, at that time or whatever. Like I was basically kind of living a double life, like I guess you could say, but oh my gosh, I really had a separate playlist just for myself so I can, listen to whatever I wanted to listen to in peace. Crazy. My goodness. But a moment I felt rejected or misunderstood that still sticks with me. I do remember a time that Rihanna was really popular. And she shaved like half of her head off. And I wanted to do the same exact thing. Well, I did the exact same thing. This is when I was in high school and I was a freshman specifically. I was a freshman. This was 2010. I love Rihanna. I'm a part of the Rihanna Navy, always and forever. In a time where she shaved like half of her head. I mean, I think even Cassie did the same thing. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like that's literally so cute. Like I had to do that, right? Um, so I did it. I went to a barbershop, shaved out half of my head, and I put on the shave side, I put like stars. I had them put stars, like, on the side of it or whatever, and I thought I was just the coolest person walking around. And, of course, I was being made fun of. My friends were just like, "Oh my gosh, you literally shaved half of your head, like, your hair was so long. Why would you shave half of your head?" And I'm just like, "'Cause I want to. That's the way I wanted to express myself. If something looks cool to me, Imma just do it." And I still am a big fan of Rihanna, right? I just like doing the stuff that she liked to do. The way that she was dressing and things like that during her rated R era and stuff. So I did that, and of course, I was getting made fun of. Some people called it ugly. Some people didn't understand why I did that because my hair was like, like down to here. And I had, cut it and shaved like half of my head. I just felt like I just couldn't do anything. Like people were always just saying the weirdest things to me all the time. I just really wanted to be myself, but I really felt like I couldn't because people always had something to say, and I was still dealing with, my own insecurities. So I was always listening to, people being in my ear and wanting to fit in or whatever. So, I mean, it was hard to really fully express myself because I was constantly misunderstood. And, with being Black and introverted, that's a whole thing within itself as well because, I was, you know, kind of to myself, have a small group of friends that I hung out with. So, they always expect you to, as a Black girl, they always expect you to, be loud and, super expressive, all the stereotypical typical things that comes with being a Black girl. And they expect me to be the same way. And I'm just like, no. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend to be someone that I'm not. Y'all already be making fun of me for how I dress and what I listen to. If I feel like being quiet, I'm just be quiet. I'm an introverted person. I can't help that. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend to be something that I'm not. But with that, that was hard too. Of course, I had my moments of wanting to be popular and wondering what it was like to, be more extroverted, but I was good on that because I had another friend who was extroverted and things like that. She was always constantly in drama and like just basically doing like all the how do I even explain it? Everything isn't really what it seems when it comes to, being popular and things like that, like being extroverted and whatever. Everything ain't all what it seems. And I learned that from my friends. So I was just really okay with just being my introverted self. That's just naturally how I am. And I was really big on discernment, like sit back and watch people and, how they treated people, like how they were as a person and then me trying to figure out if I wanted to be friends with them or not. Like that's how I move. I chose my friends wisely, so I didn't really have a lot of that drama that my other friend was going through because I was really intentional and had a lot of discernment of who I wanted to, be around. So definitely a lot with being introverted and being made fun of for what I listened to and how I dressed or whatnot. So those moments definitely stuck out to me and the rejection hurt somewhat, but still at the same time, I was okay because I really had some friends. I really had some friends that understood me, like my closest friends, like they really understood who I was and they accepted me for who I was. So that definitely helped me a lot within my journey. So I started choosing myself. I really didn't start choosing myself until I was really in my late 20s for real. Even now that I'm 30 years old, I'm just really now just choosing myself. That's why I started the Instagram and TikTok page, starting the Weird Black Girls Club, like having my own community because I just got tired of the BS for real. I just got tired of people telling me what I needed to do, how I needed to dress or whatnot. I'm my own person. And why do I have to be like you? Like that's boring. Not all Black people are the same. Everyone has their own interests, their own personalities. So it's just like, why do I want to be like you? I could just be myself. I like myself a lot now. And, from middle school to high school, it took me so long to learn how to like myself. And now in my late 20s, early 30s. I could seriously care less what people have to say about me. And I can honestly say it's definitely a lot more freeing. I feel so much better about myself. I listen to what I want to listen to, wear what I want to wear. If people stare, I really don't care. That's on them, not me. It seriously is. I can definitely say, like, in this point in time right now, choosing myself was definitely the best thing for me. I walk with my head held higher. I accept myself. I love myself even more because, everything that I went through in middle school and high school, it's definitely made me the person that I am today. Definitely made me more confident in who I am and standing 10 toes down on who I am. And nobody can change that. Not anymore. It took me so long to get to this point to truly love myself, to accept myself. I wouldn't dare go back to who I was back then. Because back then I was just so extremely lost, trying to fit in with everybody else. And really, they didn't even know who they were. They didn't know who they didn't accept their self back then. And it took me so long to truly realize that. Like the people who make fun of you for this and that, for what you do, for what you wear, whatnot, they don't like their self. And that took me so long to figure that out. Like they were just mad that I had the confidence and self-awareness to just be myself, express myself the way that I wanted to. Like they were jealous that they couldn't, express themselves without feeling the need, without feeling super insecure. So they pushed their insecurities onto me. So once I learned that, I seriously started caring less what people thought about me. And, just doing me, being me. And that's really that. Like seriously, I love who I am as a person, and then just having to build the page, like build the Weird Black Girls Club to tell everybody else who is similar to me, to fully be themselves. Like who cares what people think? And to really show them that they aren't alone in this. They have other girls that are very similar to them. So that's why I started the club in the first place. To build community, to show that you aren't alone. And seriously, we're all in this together in this fight, seriously. And it's really unfortunate that it's a fight in the first place, because with society, they expect Black women to all act the same. Um, Especially when you don't act like what they see in the media. They're kind of like, what what are you doing? Like, you're supposed to act this way. Like, no, that's not what all Black women act like. So no. So I could definitely say, um, on this journey for real, I'm still becoming. I'm still being more intentional with being confident in myself, continuing to evolve and being less awkward, like when I'm speaking to people. That's that whole thing we know with being not all introverts are socially awkward, but it's just like for me as an introvert, I can be socially awkward. So I just really wanted to push myself, and I just really wanted to push myself out there to start speaking more on camera and talking to people more, like with the interviews and things like that, because I really want this community to grow and to really show the different sides of Black girls for real. So I'm just like, I'm doing this for y'all. This is not about me. Like, this is for y'all. So I'm gonna just push myself, put myself more out there to evolve and to, inspire y'all to do the same. I'm really, really big on doing things outside of your comfort zone because, I don't want to be in a box for the rest of my life. I want to push myself outside of my comfort zone, because when you do that, you feel so much better about yourself. Like you feel like it wasn't that bad. Like, it's really all in your head for real. I just didn't wanna be in a box anymore. It's like I want to expand my community, get outside of my comfort zone. and with doing like this podcast, speaking to the camera and things like that, it definitely helps a lot. And with seeing the results and seeing everyone commenting like, "Oh my gosh, I relate to this. I relate to you. I'm so glad you did this. I love this." Like it definitely helps a lot. It just be like, yeah, this is what I was meant to do. Like this is working. So I definitely do say that I am still becoming. Um, it kind of goes into the next thing that I wanted to say, like why I feel like this space is needed because there's so many other weird black girls out there who feel like no that they're alone, like nobody truly understands like what they're going through. And by growing this community, it's just showing that, that's not true. And to really have a connection with other people, to have people that understand you like full heartedly and by having this community for real and it grows more and more and it's just like, oh my gosh, like I really didn't know that it can, be this big and it's only getting bigger. And that just kind of just really proves that, this type of stuff is needed. These type of communities are needed because everyone doesn't want to feel alone. Everyone wants connection. Everyone wants someone to relate to. And I just wanted to be that person for somebody and to see other girls and you can connect with this person in a community and it's just like it's definitely an amazing feeling like for real like even in my Discord I have a Discord with basically almost 1,000 members in there. I will put the Discord link in my YouTube description. And to see it like grow that much, basically in less than a year, it's truly amazing. It just really shows that, other black women are looking for spaces like this and to see everyone connecting with one another with their interests like when it comes to gaming and showing their art showing off like their style. It's definitely an amazing thing to see for real like everyone connecting in different types of ways and I'm really excited for the community like the Weird Black Girls Club to grow even more for real and I really am excited to start doing meetups. I am so nervous about doing a meetup, but at the same time, I'm just gonna do it because I want to meet y'all in real life. Like it's nice to see y'all like online, but I know it would be so much better to have that in person to actually like touch y'all, like hug y'all, like talk to y'all like face to face. That would be That would be something for real. So I was thinking about doing my first meetup in Atlanta. That's where I'm from. I'm from Atlanta this summer. And my introverted side is nervous. Like my shy side is nervous. But at the same time, I'm excited because it's gonna be so amazing to see like your own people, like, face to face, like actually hanging out like in person. Cause that's what so many of us want anyway, is, in person meetups and things like that. Online is cool, but it's definitely so much better when it's in person. So I'm definitely going to do my first meetup this summer for sure. I will definitely talk about that more on TikTok. If you're not following me on TikTok, it is the Weird Black Girls Club on TikTok and on Instagram, but I'm mostly on TikTok. So follow me there. Yeah, that's what I really wanted to say in this episode for you guys to get to know more of me as a person. If you want more videos from me, you can tell me in the comments and I'll definitely work on that. And I will definitely bring more interviews with other weird black girls too. That's definitely been an amazing experience so far to talk with everyone and hearing everyone's different perspectives on things. It's great and I love it. and Imma continue to do it, and I've continued to do my own episodes if you guys want that, you know? Just like anything else that you want me to do on YouTube. It could be more talking videos, it could be like a vlog. Um, I've been talking about my journey. I've been traveling. I've been to Thailand and Vietnam. I could talk on that if you guys want me to. If you made it this far in a video. I know I can be a little awkward like with talking or whatever, but I'm learning to just put myself out there no matter how awkward I am. I'm just do it, you know? I'm just do it. It's cool. But I really do thank you for those of you who made it this far in a video for listening to me yap, getting to know more of me as a person. If you want more videos from me, just let me know in the comments. I love you guys, and I really can't wait to see, you know, how far this can go. Like, I know it can be definitely a big thing, like, seriously. And it's only going to get better from here. And I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.